What if I told you there are 10 secret hiding places where money is waiting for you right now, and most people walk past them every single day without even noticing? Dr. Myles Munroe, the legendary wealth philosopher who transformed millions of lives before his passing, spent decades studying the hidden patterns of money flow. He discovered something shocking. Money doesn't hide from us because it's scarce. It hides because we've been conditioned to look in all the wrong places. Today, I'm going to reveal these 10 hidden treasure chests that Dr. Munroe identified, and by the end of this video, you'll never see opportunity the same way again. But here's what makes this even more powerful. These aren't just theoretical concepts. These are practical, actionable locations where real money is sitting right now, waiting for someone smart enough to recognize it. Before we dive into these life-changing locations, let me share something personal. 2 years ago, I was struggling financially, working a job I hated, wondering why success seemed so easy for others, but so impossible for me. Then I discovered Dr. Munroe's teachings about these hidden money locations. Within 18 months, my income had tripled, not because I got lucky, but because I learned to see what was always there. The first place money hides is inside your problems. This sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? We've been taught to avoid problems, to see them as obstacles. But Dr. Munroe revealed that every problem is actually a business opportunity in disguise. Think about it. Every successful company exists because someone identified a problem and created a solution. Your problems aren't random. They're personalized business opportunities that the universe has delivered directly to your doorstep. That frustrating daily experience you have, that thing that makes you think there has to be a better way, that's not just a complaint, that's market research. Dr. Munroe taught that the size of your problem determines the size of your opportunity. Small problems create small businesses. Big problems create empires. The second hiding place is in your passion. Most people make a tragic mistake. They treat their passion like a hobby and wonder why money avoids them. Dr. Munroe discovered that passion isn't just something that makes you feel good. It's actually a GPS system pointing you toward your wealth destination. Your passion contains specialized knowledge, unique perspectives, and natural energy that others will pay for. But here's the key insight. Passion without purpose becomes mere entertainment. Dr. Munroe taught that you must transform your passion into service. When you figure out how your passion can solve other people's problems, money stops hiding and starts flowing. The internet has made this easier than ever before. Your passion can reach global audiences instantly. The third location where money conceals itself is in your network. Dr. Munroe emphasized that your network determines your net worth, but most people completely misunderstand what this means. It's not about collecting business cards or having thousands of social media followers. It's about building genuine relationships where value flows in multiple directions. Every person you know has connections, knowledge, and resources that you don't have. Similarly, you possess things they need. Money hides in the intersections of these relationships. Dr. Munroe taught that wealth isn't created in isolation. It's created through collaboration. Your next breakthrough might come from a conversation with someone you already know but haven't talked to in months. The fourth hiding spot is your unique combination of skills. Dr. Munroe observed that most people undervalue themselves because they focus on individual skills instead of skill combinations. You might think you're not exceptional at any one thing, but your unique combination of experiences, knowledge, and abilities creates a competitive advantage that nobody else possesses. This is why two people can have similar skills but vastly different incomes. One person sees individual talents, while the other sees a unique package that creates extraordinary value. Dr. Munroe taught that innovation happens at the intersection of different fields, and you are the intersection of everything you've ever learned. The fifth place money hides is in market gaps. Dr. Munroe spent considerable time studying successful entrepreneurs, and he noticed they all had one thing in common. They could see spaces between what exists and what people actually want. These gaps are everywhere, but they're invisible to most people because we're trained to see what is, not what could be. Market gaps exist in every industry, at every price point, in every location. The key is developing what Dr. Munroe called gap vision. This means constantly asking questions like, what are people complaining about? What processes could be simplified? What needs aren't being met? Where do people feel frustrated or underserved? These questions reveal money hiding in plain sight. The sixth hiding place is in undervalued assets. Dr. Munroe taught that assets don't have to be expensive to be valuable. They just have to be underrecognized. This could be anything from domain names to vintage items, from underdeveloped properties to overlooked stocks. The key is developing the ability to recognize value before the market does. This principle extends beyond physical assets. Your time, attention, and energy are assets that might be undervalued in your current situation, but could be worth significantly more in different contexts. Dr. Munroe emphasized that asset recognition is a learnable skill that separates wealthy people from everyone else. The seventh location where money conceals itself is in other people's waste. Dr. Munroe discovered that one person's trash is consistently another person's treasure. But this principle goes far deeper than recycling. Businesses throw away valuable data, materials, and opportunities constantly. Individuals discard items, ideas, and connections that could be profitable. The waste-to-wealth principle requires you to see abundance where others see scarcity. Used items can be restored and resold. Discarded materials can be repurposed. Failed projects can be revived with fresh perspectives. Dr. Munroe taught that waste exists because people don't recognize value, which creates infinite opportunities for those who do. The eighth hiding spot is in subscription and recurring revenue models. Dr. Munroe recognized early that recurring revenue was the ultimate financial freedom creator because it turns single transactions into continuous relationships. Instead of constantly hunting for new customers, you create systems where money flows predictably month after month. This doesn't require a tech company or complex systems. Service providers can create maintenance contracts. Consultants can offer ongoing advisory relationships. Content creators can build subscription communities. The key insight from Dr. Munroe was that recurring revenue multiplies the value of every customer acquisition, making marketing efforts exponentially more profitable. The ninth place money hides is in your existing customer base. Dr. Munroe taught that acquiring new customers costs 5 to 10 times more than selling additional products or services to existing customers. Yet most people focus almost exclusively on finding new prospects. Your current customers already trust you, understand your value, and have ongoing needs you could address. This principle applies even if you're employed rather than running a business. Your employer is your customer, and they have additional needs beyond your current job description. Identifying and addressing these needs positions you for raises, promotions, and new opportunities. Dr. Munroe emphasized that expansion within existing relationships is always easier than starting from scratch. The 10th and final hiding place is in your future self. This might sound mystical, but Dr. Munroe approached this scientifically. He observed that wealthy people consistently invest in future versions of themselves through education, skill development, relationship building, and strategic positioning. They understand that today's investments become tomorrow's income streams. Your future self has capabilities, connections, and opportunities that your current self doesn't possess. Money hides in the gap between who you are today and who you could become with intentional development. Dr. Munroe taught that this investment in future potential always generates the highest returns because it compounds over time. Now here's what makes Dr. Munroe's teachings revolutionary. These 10 hiding places aren't separate strategies. They're interconnected opportunities that multiply when combined. Your problems might connect you with passionate people in your network who have complementary skills. Together, you might identify market gaps that can be filled using undervalued assets and other people's waste, creating subscription models that generate recurring revenue from existing customers while positioning your future self for even greater opportunities. The reason most people never find money in these hiding places isn't because the opportunities don't exist. It's because they're looking with the wrong mindset. Dr. Munroe taught that scarcity thinking makes you blind to abundance, while abundance thinking reveals opportunities everywhere. When you believe money is scarce, you see competition and limitations. When you believe money is abundant, you see collaboration and possibilities. But knowledge without action remains powerless. Dr. Munroe emphasized that understanding these hiding places is only the first step. You must actively investigate each location in your own life. Start by making lists. What problems frustrate you daily? What are you genuinely passionate about? Who do you know that you haven't talked to recently? What unique combination of skills do you possess? This investigation phase is crucial because money doesn't reveal itself to passive observers. It rewards active seekers who ask better questions and take consistent action. Dr. Munroe believed that the universe responds to genuine curiosity and persistent effort by revealing increasingly larger opportunities. Remember, Dr. Munroe's teachings weren't based on theory or wishful thinking. They were based on decades of observing real people who transformed their financial situations by learning to see what others missed. These 10 hiding places have created millionaires and billionaires throughout history, and they're still creating wealth today. The digital age has made these opportunities more accessible than ever before. Global markets, instant communication, and automated systems have removed many traditional barriers to wealth creation. What took previous generations years to build can now be accomplished in months with the right approach and mindset. As we wrap up this exploration of Dr. Munroe's 10 money hiding places, I want to leave you with his most important insight. Wealth isn't about having money, it's about creating value. When you focus on creating value through these hidden opportunities, money becomes a natural byproduct rather than an elusive goal. The 10 places we've discussed today aren't just hiding money, they're hiding your financial freedom. They're hiding the life you've always wanted but never knew how to create. They're hiding your true potential as a value creator and problem solver. Dr. Munroe's legacy lives on through people who apply these principles to transform their lives and serve others. Which of these 10 hiding places resonates most strongly with you? Which one will you investigate first? The money is there, waiting patiently for you to develop the eyes to see it and the courage to claim it. Your wealth journey doesn't start when you find money, it starts when you realize money has been surrounding you all along.